New Zealand's got an unusual situation in as much as we've got an economy that's founded on protein, but it's all founded on animal proteins. And as the global market shifts towards wanting alternative proteins in their diet, New Zealand doesn't have a place to fly that game. Well, the first thing that we did was we looked at all of the possible crops that might produce a protein and aligned them with their suitability for the New Zealand situation. And we scanned over 70 crops in that regard and settled on 3, and all proved to be things that we currently grow as pasture crops.
We actually have more protein in that pasture than's needed for the animals. We're in a unique situation to have the raw material of plant proteins in abundance without having to actually cultivate and develop something new.
One of the issues that we have right now is the animals are very inefficient converters of pasture protein into their own proteins, be it dairy or meat. And in so doing, they actually have an excess of protein in their diet. So as a consequence, they excrete the nitrogen in urea, which is causing issues in the pasture around soil quality and also water quality due to excess nitrogen. So our ambition is to remove some of that protein from the pasture so that the residual protein that's fed to the cows is more in balance with their needs.
It's important to be able to recover the protein from the grasses independent of the animals, and that gives us a couple opportunities. One, you harvest first, so take the top material off, and that's what we put into our process to make human ingredients and protein.
What you can see behind me are trials where we have taken alfalfa crop, we have disintegrated them to different degrees and mixed them with conditioning solvents, different pHs, different salts that we're using, and it's all about trying to recover as much protein as possible in the juice.
Having established what crops can feed a pasture protein industry in New Zealand, we're now validating the technology steps at bench scale, and we're having good success with that, and we're now about ready to move into large-scale pilot plant production.
This is not a new area. Plant protein is among the largest in the world. The challenge has been the technologies haven't been there to allow us to recover it economically and keep the functionality, the nutrition, how it can be used. And what this opens up for us is an export market.
We're blessed with some of the best protein technologists, not just in the country, but potentially in the world. The timeline we've got mapped at the moment has us moving into commercial environment in 5 years' time.